Hey guys, it's Ep3 and welcome back to episode 3 of my Real Madrid career mode. On today's episode, we're going to be finishing off the summer transfer window deadline day, and we're going to be hopefully trying to bring in a massive signing here. Obviously, towards the end of last episode, if you didn't see it, I did a poll which basically said, do you want me to sign Paul Pogba, £85 million? And you said yeah, so we're going to sign him. And that's exactly what we're going to try and do at the start of this episode. Before we go any further though, I'd appreciate you dropping a like on today's episode. The support so far has been absolutely fantastic, so thank you so much for that. If we could try and hit 100 likes again, then that'd be brilliant. Also, if you haven't already as well, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are new, trying to push towards 20,000 subscribers, so that would be great too. We're all over 19,500 now, so thank you so much for that. Let's crack on with things though. Let's take a look at the Paul Pogba deal, try and negotiate something here. This deal is obviously involving Cabellos and £85 million, I think it is, on top of that. So we'll wait and see exactly what comes of it. Hopefully we can get ourselves Paul Pogba in this team. Interestingly, he wants to be an important player, not a crucial one. That's good news for us. He also wants a release clause of just under £190 million. We'll deny that. I'm not really a fan of release clause if I can help it. Let's see whether we can get something sorted on the wage. 200 grand. He wants a wage decrease, but he also wants a goal bonus. I don't think he's going to get 10 goals for us this season. Do you know what? We are going to, just in case he does get 10 goals, remove the bonus, see exactly how much they want on the wage. It'll probably be more like 220. Nope, he wants a pay decrease. Okay, yes, that's fine, thank you. Of course, the signing on bonus on top of that as well, but I'll take that. 210 grand for Paul Pogba, and Paul Pogba has signed for Real Madrid, 88 overall, and he's the perfect sort of bench player for us. No, he will be in our starting 11 at times, to be fair. He might start over Casemiro, to be honest. I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see. All dependent on form at the time. So, looking forward to having Pogba in the team. It's going to be exciting to have him. Not really used to him too much on FIFA, to be honest, so we're curious to see exactly how he gets on for us. And he'll go straight onto the bench, ready for this next match that we have coming up. He might start, I'm not really too sure, but his stats are pretty incredible, aren't they? Okay, so we've got about £22 million to spend, all £22 million left, ready for the January transfer window. And I don't think we'll end up using any more of it in the final 9 hours. Two big signings that we've made in this window. Lewandowski for £110 million and Paul Pogba for £85. I still think there's going to be a big one in January, though. I'm hoping if we can maybe try and manoeuvre a deal to bring in Mbappe, if we can, or Neymar, possibly. You guys also voted to not recall Kovacic, which I thought was interesting. A couple of you were calling for it the episode before in the comments, but when I did a poll, that was quite convincingly a no to that. And you also then voted for me to keep Lunin and loan out Zidane, which I thought was interesting. So that's what we're going to possibly try and do. We'll wait and see whether any offers come in for Zidane, whether that be a loan offer or to sell, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. But some transfer offers coming in here. I think this is our young centre-back. No interest in loaning him out. I think he's going to be an important part of the squad. This guy, though, Sergio, I am keen to get rid of. We've had a lot of bids accepted, but nothing came of any of them. And another deal that we're going to reject for him. Okay, I was just literally thinking this before it happened. I was hoping that we'd have no release clause problems in this window, and it's just been paid for Dani Carvajal. Man City have paid his £59.5 million release clause. We're going to have to now negotiate a contract, so let's just wait and see how possible that is. I was thinking I'm glad I have like £20 million left, just in case that did happen. Next second it happens, so hopefully we're going to sort that out. Great news that he's actually said he doesn't want a release clause in his next contract, which is good. Can we now get something agreed on the wage? I'm just going to go 200 grand just to get this deal done. Hopefully that's going to be enough to convince him to stay. What's he want? It's a fair offer and he does join. It's probably overpaying a little bit, but I'm just keen to make sure he stayed at the club, and he has done. So a new 4-year deal for him. Okay, and with 1 hour to go, I think that'll be all the transfers for this window. Pretty happy with the business that we've done. We've spent a lot of money, but I think it was necessary in order to replace Ronaldo and bring in a few other players in other areas as well. I'm sure there'll be more offers coming in, though, between now and the next transfer window, so we'll wait and see whether we have anything there to look at. And speaking of offers, transfer in for Zidane, which is kind of what I was expecting. We will allow him to leave. We're going to keep Lunin as you guys voted for, so Lunin will stay, and we'll have him as the third choice keeper. Okay, scout report. I'll take Santi first of all. Anybody else I'm interested in? Spanish ones? No one else. Another bid in for Francisco is what we'll call him, just to make it a little easy for myself. We'll accept that, and again, just waiting on that deal. A lot of players in that last window where we sort of agreed things, but then nothing came of it from the contract, so we'll have to wait and see if that does happen this time or not. The next game we have coming up is a home match against a team that we should beat, to be honest, but doesn't always necessarily mean you will. I am going to play the game just because Barcelona just won their match, and I'm keen to make sure we keep up winning our games as well. We've just come off the back of a 6-0 win in the last episode, so in good form right now. Has Bale gone down in overall, or is that just me? I'm pretty sure he has gone down overall, which is a bit strange. But we are going to go with this team, I think, to begin with. The exact same team we put out for the last match. Pogba on the bench, though, and I'm sure he'll come on at some point, so I'll look forward to his debut. Okay, then here we go. Let's try and get ourselves a good victory here. Like I said before, we did have a good win in the last episode. 6-0 it was in the end, and some good goals as well. It wasn't just tap-ins, you know, there were decent goals, so I'm hoping we can get some more of those in this game as well. Gareth Bale looking to manoeuvre for a shot. Bale with a good strike, but it's saved by the keeper. Well played, Lewandowski. Let's get going now. That's fantastic play. Can we find Gareth Bale in the middle, maybe? Bale's going to get there. Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper. How has he done that? How has Gareth Bale not just slotted it in? I think it was right at the keeper, which probably helped out the goalie. Yeah, it does. It is right at him. It's great reflexes, to be fair. Gareth Bale should definitely bury that one. It should be 1-0. Chance for Tony Cruz to put the ball into the box. And, oh, it's an overhead kick. We've done it. What an overhead kick that is as well. It's happened again. 2 episodes in a row. Is it Lewandowski that's done this? I think it is. That is absolutely incredible. Another overhead kick. We just can't stop it. Absolutely fantastic. What an angle that is as well. It's 1-0 inside 15 minutes and it's happened again. Crazy stuff. Last episode it was Casemiro, I think, that did the overhead kick and it came off Lewandowski's face, but this time it's Lewandowski that does it from a ridiculous angle. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to come to anything. I was just about to have a go at our players again. But that's an unbelievable overhead kick. Absolutely fantastic stuff. 1-0, and what a way to score the opening goal. Well played, Bale. Still going here, Gareth Bale. Lewandowski, oh, it's an awkward header for him, but he managed to get something on it to direct it towards goal. It's half-time, it's 1-0. Pretty happy with how we're doing so far, obviously in front and looking quite good. Hopefully we can get the second goal, though. That's the most important thing, to try and double that lead. The opposition haven't given us anything to defend, really, so I've been really impressed. Particularly with Casemiro, he's been fantastic in front of that defence, really just protecting us and, like I say, not going forward at all, just giving us that protection at the back. It's certainly going to be a difficult midfield for Pogba to break in now, because everyone's on form in that midfield. Lewandowski over to Modric, saved and cleared away by the defenders just about. They'll play it out from the back here as we try and win it back off them. Okay, first change, just because I want to try out Pogba basically. Cruz is coming off and Pogba will go into midfield alongside Modric. And that's what we'll do, give him 30 minutes on the pitch. Modric, he's going to play this one short. Lewandowski can turn, shoot, and it's saved. Pogba back in. Chance, and it's a goal. I don't know how it's managed to find its way to Asensio, but it does anyway. It's 2-0, and Paul Pogba gets himself an assist. He's only been on the pitch 5 minutes. It's great stuff. I think the keeper should get to this Pogba cross, to be honest, or, yeah, I mean, should probably go for it at least. But Asensio with a nice comfortable header into an empty net there. 2-0, just glad to have got the second goal. Lewandowski through to Modric, has to be. Oh, it's easily saved. Wants a bit more power behind that from Modric. Go on, Marcelo. Look at that. Gareth Bale again. Chance for Bale. He's going to shoot from a tight angle and it's blocked by the defender and has to be cleared away just about. Oh no, Modric will win it back again. Now into Pogba. Pogba will try something. Yes. Yes. Oh, Lewandowski needed a better touch. Let's break. Gareth Bale again. Does he have anything left in the engine? He should still have more pace than the defenders. Gareth Bale. Oh, it's just about gone in. That was a useless shot. Even I'm a little bit embarrassed by that. I feel like cutting that bit out. It's 3-0, 10 minutes to go. Gareth Bale adds another one to the scoreline. It's a better scoreline for us. It's a much more deserved scoreline as well. We're going to make a couple more changes now. We've got until the latter stage of this game. Okay, so bring on Junior and Vasquez. We'll take off Asensio and Gareth Bale. Give those guys a rest out wide. And like I said, 10 minutes to go now for these changes. Let's attack now. Vasquez. Chance made for Lewandowski as he's running through. Could this get even worse? Lewandowski does score. It's 4-0. He gets himself another goal. It's not quite an overhead kick, but we'll take it. It's 4 for us now, and I said this game should have been comfortable, so the scoreline shouldn't really surprise us here. This is what you'd expect against this team, especially with the players we have out on the pitch here. It's been an impressive performance from us once again, and we've got ourselves a 4th now. That's it, finishes 4-0. Really pleased with that victory, actually. It showed our quality a lot there, and it proved that we can take our chances, and just got to try and keep some consistency now. Hopefully that's a good sign of things to come with 2 big wins and 10 goals in the last 2 games. So 3 points for us, should take us top of the league on goal difference, you would have thought, ahead of Barcelona. 16 shots, 14 on target, very impressive game. Okay, so player drills this week, let's see how he gets on. We've got Luning over to 79 overall, he's got 3 overalls already. So glad that we've kept him at the club, because I think he's going to grow a lot more here than he would going out alone. So happy with that, and who knows, by the end of the season, maybe he could challenge Navas for that 2nd place spot. Obviously, it's going to be tricky for him to get to 90 overall by the end of the season, but I certainly think he could challenge Navas, and maybe by next season he could be our 2nd choice and, you know, fighting with Courtois. So we just had an international break, so still plenty of days here. Do have an injury. Who is it though? 2 weeks for Asensio with a pulled calf. That's disappointing. It could have been worse though. There's probably a couple of games that he'll miss. Okay, so on to this next game now against Athletic Bilbao. We'll have to wait and see how we get on in this match with a change team here. Courtois is going to start in goal. There's only a few changes, not loads of changes, but Carvajal, Ramos, Fernandez and Marcel at the back. Casemiro, Isco and Cruz in midfield with Vasquez, Lewandowski and Junior starting. Obviously there was an injury, so he did have to make one change to Asensio, but there's also a game against Galatasaray in the Champions League in about 4 days' time. So Gareth Bale rested, same with Modric, Varane as well. So the bench is very, very strong in case we need them, but hopefully we won't. Okay, then here we go against Athletic Bilbao. This is going to be a tough game, this one, much tougher than the last match, especially without all our starting players. We have rested, 3 or 4 players here, so we'll have to wait and see whether that does negatively affect us. And I imagine defensively we are going to probably have to do a bit more than we had to do in the last game. Just 2 shots to defend last game. Cruz into Junior. Chance for Junior. Oh, it's just wide. Trying to bend that one into the right-hand corner. Unfortunately for him, didn't quite find it. Very close though for the youngster. Casemiro getting forward. Now to Lewandowski. Chance. Oh, his touch wasn't quite good enough to keep the ball close to him so he could have a shot. And I still thought he probably could have got a shot away. Unfortunately, he doesn't, and it remains 0-0. Go on, Vasquez. He's running through here. Can he manage to fight off the fullback? It has to be a foul. He got shoved over. That's ridiculous there. Referee doesn't give anything. And we'll continue to try and attack with Vasquez down this right-hand side. Doesn't quite have the pace that we need. Okay, it's half-time. It's 0-0. Unfortunately, haven't managed to get ourselves a goal. We probably should have done as well. We've had the better of the opportunities. Just lack the quality in the finish, and that means that at the moment it's level still. But yeah, a bit disappointed that we've not managed to use one of those chances a little bit better. But let's see how we get on. 45 minutes to try and get ourselves in front. Junior still going. Chance Lewandowski. It's another save by the keeper. Okay, so it's clearly not working what we're trying at the moment. So we've got 30 minutes left and we're going to make all 3 changes. Isco, Lewandowski and Vasquez all coming off. We'll bring on Mariano for his debut. Bale and Pogba also coming on as well to try and give us a bit more quality. And we'll see how that works out. 30 minutes to try and win this game now. Cruz looking for Pogba. Has to be 1-0 and it is. Paul Pogba. He's been on the pitch 2 minutes and he's already scored. Puts us in front. And with 25 minutes to go, it looks like we're on the road to another win again, which is fantastic. Pogba makes a great run coming forward and smashes it home 1-0. No way. Oh my days. It's 1-1. Bilbao's second shot of the game comes 76 minutes into this match. And it goes in. And it's Ep3 there who beats both Ramos and Courtois to this one. And it's an absolute mess at the back. 15 minutes to go, they've equalised. That might be the first goal we conceded this season. Can't remember off the top of my head. But it certainly feels like the first one anyway. And it's just a cross into the box. It's just sort of a hoof into the box, if anything. And I think, for me, Courtois shouldn't come for it and Ramos should probably win it. But neither happens, and Ep3 scores into an empty net. Courtois comes far too off his line there and really should just stay on his line, and that would have been an easy save for him. But it's 1-1, 15 minutes to go, and that's exactly why we needed a couple of goals in this game and didn't take our chances earlier. That's it. Drawn the game 1-1. Feels more like a loss as that game because we definitely deserved to win it. They were rubbish and we were much better than them, but we didn't manage to take our chances and consequently dropped 2 points. First time we dropped points this season, and it does feel like a bit of a kick in the teeth given how in control we were for the whole of that match. We only had 10 shots in this game, which is actually not as many as I thought we had, and it's not as many as the last couple of games we've had as well. So clear that making 3 or 4 changes doesn't help the team out, but even though we brought those players on, we still conceded during that time. So frustrating for us, but yeah, like I say, not the end of the world. It's just a draw. We were bound to drop points at some point. Now onto the Champions League. I've never seen this graphic so far during career mode. It's the first time. Bit over the top, really. It's just the Champions League. And it's just a game against Galatasaray as well. Okay, Asensio returns back from injury now. That's great news for us. Certainly could do with him in the team. Vasquez is not the best. Okay, so on to this game against Galatasaray. This is the team we're to go with. Courtois starts in goal. Carvajal, Varane, Ramos, Marcelo, Casemiro, Modric, Pogba, Bale, Lewandowski and Junior all starting. So this is the bench I've gone with as well. Pretty much the team you might expect. Just Cruz dropping out the team, which is maybe unexpected. And Junior starting because I'm not really a fan of anyone else to play there. Okay, here we go. Our first Champions League game. And let's wait and see how we get on against Galatasaray here. It's another one of the sort of games where you probably expect us to win the match. But it didn't happen the last game. Hopefully we can bounce back and get ourselves a victory in this game. Pogba gonna shoot. Oh, it's a great strike as well. Had to be saved by the keeper and cleared away. Modric into Lewandowski. Pogba's free and he scores off the bar and in on his left foot. 8 minutes into this game and Pogba strikes. Kind of glad we didn't give him that 10-goal bonus because at this rate he's definitely going to get it. He looks really good, but he's totally free in this position, so he was always going to score that. Smashes at home, and there we go. 1-0, we've taken the lead in this game. Modric Junior turns his man. Can it be 2? Oh, good save from the keeper. I was expecting that to go in. Unfortunately, it doesn't. We're so close to doubling our lead straight away. Marcelo now to the edge of the box. Junior, can he beat his man? That's not quite what I had planned. He's still going, and no, he can't. Go on, Modric, turn your man. Oh, again saved by the keeper. Could be 2 or 3-0 at this point. A very good start to this game. Well in control. Just need that second goal. As we saw in the last game, if you don't get it, then you can be at risk of conceding late on. That can't happen again. Junior into Bale. Bale's still going, looking for a cross. Pogba brings it down and shoots. It's another one of those Pogba strikes, but unfortunately it was saved. Go on, Bale. What a ball. Lewandowski's there and it's now 2. That's more like it. Fantastic ball from Gareth Bale, who had bodies in the box, which is good to see as well. And it's Lewandowski. It gets on the end of it. It's another goal for him, and it's 2 for us here as well, 35 minutes in. I was wondering whether Pogba would be the guy to get on the end of it, but it's Lewandowski that's free and that makes the run. And he makes no mistake of it by heading it into the back of the net. Loads of power generator behind it. And it's a really good connection, 2-0. Half-time, winning 2-0. Impressed, actually, that we've managed to get that second goal. I was worried we weren't going to get it. We've got it in the first half. And now just going to push on and make it 3 or 4 if we can. The only thing that stops us from doing that's probably going to be the goalkeeper at this rate, because he is in good form at the moment. And he is stopping a lot of the good shots. Go on, Junior. Still going here. Look for a goal. If he can, it's blocked. Bale's now trying to go for it. Slid in, but it was cleared just in time. And it's another strong start to this half. Looking for a third goal early on if we can. Modric into Casemiro, now Pogba. Paul Pogba still going, shoots, and again it's blocked. Still have it through Junior. He's going to shoot himself, and it's wide. That's not very good. Okay, all 3 changes now. It's about 25 minutes left. Isco, Cruz, and Benzema to come on. We'll take off Casemiro, Modric, and Lewandowski. The aim behind that is just to basically rest those players and try out a couple more or give some other players a bit of game time. Cruz will play as the holding midfielder. Not really going to play there too much this season, but I've gone for it just for the final 25 minutes. Isco to deliver this ball in. Can we have a good connection? It's another overhead kick. This time it hits the bar from Gareth Bale. So close that they made it 2 overhead kick goals in 1 episode. Really, really close there from Bale. I mean, a fantastic strike as well. They just can't stop it on this game. Oh, fantastic from Benzema. Loses his man brilliantly here. Still going. Needs some support by the looks of it. It's got Pogba here. Just about arriving. Paul Pogba. Not a great finish though. Go on, Benzema. Shows you've still got it. Go on. No. Yes, Ramos does though. Back to Benzema. Chance for him on his left foot. Just gets tackled at the last second. Final chance for Benzema now, and it's again saved by the goalkeeper. Not quite fallen for him since he's come on the pitch, but he's looked lively to be fair. It's not like he's played particularly bad. Just hasn't quite got into the right areas for a big chance. And that's it, finishes 2-0, gets us 3 points in our first group stage game of the season. Happy with that, performed very well. Could have had 3 or 4 goals really in that game again, but it doesn't always happen like that. We're not going to turn up to every game, score 4, 5 or 6 goals, as we've seen in the last match as well. So yeah, overall just very happy that we get ourselves a first victory in the Champions League. 0 shots for Galatasaray, pretty much sums up our dominance in that game. 17 shots for us, 11 of those on target. Okay, some play drills again this week, and no change in overall, but still stats going up, which is good to see. Just hoping we can get Junior going up a little bit quicker. It's been a little bit of a slow start for him on the growth side of things, hence why I've now put him on two drills, just to try and speed things up a little bit. He's only gone up 1 overall so far, which is still good, but I'm hoping for a little bit quicker. We're now second in the league behind Real Betis. They continue to win their games. They've got 12 points for a possible 12, which is quite impressive. Got Espanyol in the next game, which we'll probably play next episode. We've now also gone down to 4th because other games have been played. But if we do win this game, we'll probably go level with Atletico Madrid or maybe 2nd. We are going to sim this last game against Espanyol. I know it's obviously not ideal to sim matches, but I do want to keep the season fairly lively in terms of the pace on which we go. So we're going to sim this game to finish off today's episode, so we can play Atletico Madrid in the next episode, as well as Napoli in the Champions League as well. So let's see how we get on. It's a slightly changed team, a couple of changes here, but Lewandowski scores after 6 minutes. Let's hopefully try and get a second before half time, because Maris picks up a booking. 30 minutes in, still remains 1-0. Come on, let's get a second. Somebody. Okay, straight red for Ramos, and an injury to Lewandowski. It's all falling apart. Isco makes it 2, 3 from Junior. Let's skip, finishes 4-0. Isco gets the 4th. Not ideal, an injury to Lewandowski and a straight red to Ramos, although it doesn't surprise me for Ramos. Let's see how bad the injury is to Lewandowski. This is why I don't like simming games. But I think occasionally you have to sim 1 or 2 to then get to the more important and exciting games for you guys to see me play. He's out for 6 weeks with a torn hamstring. That really isn't good. Player suspended, and Ramos is out for a game or 2. So yeah, we won't do that very often. Hopefully we could see Lewandowski return pretty quick. Luckily, we've got Benzema and Mariano to fill in. Also, Gareth Bale can play there as well, but not ideal. But that will be everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you dropping a like. If we can try and 100 likes on today's episode, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic too. As we try and push towards 20,000 subscribers, that'd be absolutely incredible. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.